So, town called Medicine Bow. It's very small town. How many population?
About 245 now. When I was a boy, it was almost 2,000.
Ого. This
So,
is
Medicine Bow Museum,
Mhm.
and this is where the fossil cabin is going to end up. This is where they're trying to get it to. That's the old railroad station.
And now I wanna show you guys, here is very historical, very old hotel. Of course, for now it's half reconstruction, um, called Virginian Hotel. And now my husband will tell about how old this hotel, from which year it's built.
So the Virginian Hotel was built in 1911, and the idea of this came from a book written by an author, Owen Wister, and his character in the book was called the Virginian, and his tagline or his saying was, "When you call me that, smile." It's an old place built in 1911 that the 2 floors upstairs are all hotel rooms, even now. And then the ground floor is where the dining room, the formal dining room, the restaurant, and the bar is. And then that section over there was built on later, and that's called the back 40. It's like an overflow bar.
Okay, so we will walk inside rooms, yeah?
It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll walk. We'll show inside how look rooms. It still have the same old time, and it's scary. Ah, by the way, I wanna ask you, what do you think? Here is live ghost?
Any old building people think is haunted.
Yeah. Mhm. It's what here, right?
When you call me that, smile. That was the Virginian's tagline. Remember?
Ah, yes, yes.
So there used to be a sign that kind of showed the scene of when the Virginians shot the cattle rustler Trampas. If you read the book, it's a whole Old West story.
Mm-hmm. So now we will go in to eat steak.
Good steak, if you don't mind. She's doing a little video for the history of this place. They went in together and bought it to try to save or preserve the history of this place.
Hello?
It literally looks exactly like it did 40 years ago. Very likely 70 years before that.
For what this? For wash hands, probably.
Yeah, that was the pitcher and bowl that used to go into the hotel room before they had running water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even today, they don't have running water in these rooms. You have to go down the hallway to use the bathroom.
Oh.
But this was the pitcher. You would, wash your hands and face before you went to bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then this would get dumped outside.
Mm-hmm. It's light. You cannot see this well.
That is a picture of the actual author of the book, The Virginian.
Uh-huh.
And you've got the reflection of the animal head in there.
Oh. Oh, there is old style batteries. Wine list.
potbelly stove. That's how they used to heat this place.
This is what they had in menu. I cannot read here from distance.
You know, this is the phone, right?
Yes, I know.
Pick it up, crank it on the side. Hello, operator? Operator. Hello, operator. Nobody's home.
And of course, here is big moose. Now, what it's about me, I don't like heads of dead animals, but it's style. Oh, you see, there is something on top like books. Interesting. I always feel sorry for animals.
Don't have it, it's fine.
So,
I don't have any. I had to microwave. Yeah, I'll just. Yeah, they're not good for the night. I like to tell people I'm not gonna lie to them.
Yeah, no worries.
I wanna show you. Oi, here's old cash register. Now you see how much you owe. Ta-dam! And here is was restrooms like that. If here is actually a restroom, so if like this place busy, here you can sit, wait, not stay in line. Here is piano. Now we go to second floor. This
All these
hotel.
paintings and pictures have been here as long as I've been alive.
Oh, now guys, you will be impressed. And you can imagine people can still stay here.
Oh wow. Yeah,
and
it's all
sleep.
brand new. Sinks in here and everything.
Oh,
They're still
yeah.
working on that one.
Yes, I change. Oh, here is bed sheets, especially for
It's
new.
all brand new. Mattresses, box springs, pillows, covers, everything.
Nice.
Wallpaper's brand new, ceiling is brand new, floors are brand new, all the trim is new.
Yeah, before when we come, I don't know how people stay here. Room 4, remember, if you want to visit. Oh,
This is the suite.
oh, just a minute, I will come to see suite. Oh, yeah. New bed sheets. Okay, this is suite.
It's called the Owen Wister Suite, and they've got a picture of him and Teddy Roosevelt. The reason why Teddy Roosevelt is big Medicine Bow is because he's the only president that ever stopped in Medicine Bow. Back when he was president, they went everywhere by train, and the presidential train stopped right there, right next to the railroad station over there.
Ah, here is from window you can see.
Yep.
This museum.
He stopped there, and the comment that he made, because the wind blows all the time in Medicine Bow, was you never will have to worry about pollution. And the Owen Wister Suite was the best room in the hotel from the day the place was built back in 1911. And it actually had a bathtub in it. The people that were staying in the suite didn't have to go down the hall to the common bathroom.
Mm-hmm. And here he work probably. Also old bed, but everything new here.
The one place in the hotel that had a bathtub, a sink, and a toilet.
It's supposed to be some ghost here. I know it. Oh, here it's still everything old. Zinger. With who he speaks there?
There was a mining boom in the early 80s. So they mined
Hello.
outside of Shirley Basin, which isn't a town that exists.
It's probably now have some people who live here.
Coal mines in one direction and the gas fields out in another direction.
Another room. Oh, this really old picture. I would like to stay here at night.
So this is the bathroom at the end of the hall I was telling you.
Ah,
This was the common place for
so I would like to stay here one night. Oh, here is of course renew bathroom here also. There is train.
Hey, sweetheart.
Yes, I can. Oh,
75 cents a pack, and everybody
and
said
here
when you
is
go to a dollar,
old
they're gonna quit.
bar.
Nope. Captain Morgan and Sprite or 7 Up, whatever you got. Right here? Yes, ma'am. You know the story of this?
Okay, tell me.
So back in its heyday, when there was 2,000 people living here, they would grease this pole and they taped $100 bill on the ceiling. And anybody that could climb this pole and get the $100 bill, they could keep it.
Golly, we have a rule at the end of the night. Usually I'll close up with the bartender for that night. She's like, Kim, I got it. And I'd shut everything down and I just live in the apartment right back here. And we make them lock all the doors so they're counting the money and doing their drop thing in the safe. And she called me freaking out. I'm going out the back door. You're going to have to come in and lock everything up. I'll drop it in the safe, but I'm out of here. And I'm like, what the world happened, Kim? And I trust Kim Conley. She's not a drinker or anything, so I know she wouldn't drink behind the bar and just seeing things. But these antique chairs, granted, they need to be reupholstered. They're heavier than anything. She's in here and all the doors are locked. She's back there counting the money. This chair slides across to the floor here. All 3 doors locked. And she was like, okay, I'm out. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but that scared me. So, on the premises. And then back when it was a brothel, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but in the early 1900s, when it was established, it was a brothel. And one of the prostitutes had a little 4-year-old boy, and he developed pneumonia, and he died on the second floor too. So people tell stories that if they ever see it, and they don't say they get bad spirits or anything, either see it or they're good spirits, I guess, but they always see an older gentleman holding a little boy's hand walking down the hallway, like a vision, like a ghosty vision. Not
The
like
2 people that died in the hotel.
the 2 both. And what's so ironic is the room they both died in is the only room on the second floor that does not have hardwood floors. It's the last room on in the hall before the west room. It's on the left, and it's a single room because that's where the little boy slept. His mother worked here, of course, and he had this single room, just a single bed. And because Hank worked here, he was like night man or something like that. That was his room because he got accommodations there. We'll give him a double or something like that next to him, that single room. I just think it's ironic that the one room that didn't have the floor. So we're actually not going to turn it back into a single room. We're going to turn it into a reading room for that end of the hall. Like when you walk upstairs, you have that library.
Yeah.
We're going to turn it into a reading room for anybody, or coffee or drinks. Somebody wants to go there and have drinks or whatever. So we're just going to do a different flooring in there and turn it into something like that. But yeah, there's no.
So back in the 80s, when this place was booming,
Mm-hmm.
they decided to build the top of the bar back in the back 40 back there.
Okay.
And they put out a big advertisement all over the place, word of mouth to everybody around the community. Anybody that has a brand, bring the branding iron in. And every cowboy from every place within 150 miles of the Virginian
That's what happened.
came in. They got the branding iron hot. They had a branding, and these are real brands that they stamped the table with.
Know that.
And then they epoxied the top of it. So the table you got out there was an overflow. It was all designed for the back 40. So the whole top of that bar and all the tables were all branded.
You want to hear a crazy story? One of many, one of our most successful and longest lasting.
You know, if we're going to do this, go ahead and reload that.
Okay.
Здесь есть здесь новые номера, которые уже более модернизированные сделали. Вот здесь за углом. Ага. Wyoming. You. Oh, I would like to make pictures there, okay?
So there's many stories who you talk to. They change from one story to the next. But the one I like the most is the horse's name is Steamboat.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why they call him Steamboat is during a rodeo, he went over backwards and he broke his nose.
Uh-huh.
He healed up okay, but every time he would start bucking, he would start snorting,
Uh-huh.
and his nose would whistle like a steamboat. Oh, wow, look at this.
On your flat screens, on your beds, on your linens,
Man, you can play around with
Oh.
it.
Wow.
Marble inlay, new showers.
Look at
So
you go.
guys, come stay in Wyoming, in Virginian hotel.
This is nice.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
Seriously, this
I'm
is
gonna
nice.
get on my maid to these are not fun.
Oh, вот здесь. Ой, here is everything new.
You guys did a good job on this.
Thank you.
I mean, it's not easy to fix old stuff and make it look good.
Yeah. She's gonna have to tighten it up. I get tired of babysitting, right?
Teach her how to make hospital corn.
Yeah, exactly. And that's got something on it anyway. I will.
Super.
Yep.
Sound like I'm not there for you. Oh.